All right, guys, welcome into the first annual, 2019 Coach Dudley Hilton Show. This is our first show. Our first game's coming up in 2 days, so we're getting ready to go. Of course, I'm John Dudley Hilton. I've got legendary Coach Dudley Hilton with me. As I understand, he's starting his 45th season, Coach. How do you feel?
Well, I feel old and run down a little bit, son, but I'm excited about it. Our kids has all really worked hard, and the people of Bell County are excited about their football team here, and it's just good to be in an area that place that loves football, and I guess they won't let you worry about your age, so you just go on and keep coaching like you've done for all those years.
Well, that's the main thing. I can tell you've got some good help around here. Things are looking nice. We're sitting in the weight room right now, and I tell you, things look great in here. They put up some new signs outside. All that's looking good. I tell you, things are shaping up.
Well, we're very proud of our program here, and we got something to shine about, and not only in the past, but hopefully in the future, and we can just keep strutting us up here because, again, it is important to our county. It is important to our school, and you just want to make sure everything's clean. Everybody see our signs, and so we stick our chest out a little bit because we got lots of stick our chest out up here, and we're proud of what we've all accomplished over all the years. So I'm glad you said that because we need to hang some banners. We need to be proud of what we've done.
No, that's right. I think people want to know what's the secret that keeps you going. What keeps bringing you back? What do you do from Christmas till July to kind of get your mind away from football to bring you back and ready to go?
Well, I don't know. It's I really didn't think when I left 8 years ago now that I probably would ever come back, but I have. This is my third year back, and I don't know. The people has treated me great. Miss Gilliam, when she came and talked to me and told me it was my home, and I didn't think it was till I came back here this last time, and sure enough, it's my home, and this is where I need to be. And then she said something about we need you, and I thought that's kind of stuck to my heart a little bit, and the program and the community did need me, and I hope I brought some spirits back since I've been back. I know we hadn't won a state championship, but we have been knocking at the door. We've played some tough competition the last couple of years, and that's done well besides what they beat us. But again, be caught up in a situation like that to get our program going back on the right track again and getting enthusiasm here. So I guess all that brought me back, son. When I'm going to Walmart and some of these other places over here, everybody around here knows who I am. So that really makes me feel good. So, it's good to be a place you can call home, and we're all here. So that's the main thing.
I agree. That's I feel like the energy in the community is amping up, and it's like I said, it's getting time to go. Let's go back to last year for a second. We're 11-2. You're going to see a whole new district this year. You had 10 great seniors last year that carried us a long way, really helping rebuild the program for us over, like you said, since you've been back. And you hate to see them go, but they've left great footsteps for people to follow in, for us to continue growing. Well,
anytime you coach this game, you hate to lose your seniors, but that's part of the business. They're gone, and they left a pretty good mark on us, like you said, 11-2. Only lost two games, both of them the same team, but we felt like we should have lost to the state championship team, and I feel like they should have won the state championship, but they didn't. But still, we felt like we built we had to be faced with a team that built a team for 4 years and put everything together they had for 4 years, and they was in the hunt to win a state championship and couldn't find it, so they're still in the hunt. So, but we didn't stop them. But I think it made us work harder and try to play with a team that had the capability of doing that. We just wasn't capable at that time to play with teams that build a football program like they did down the road there for those 8 or 10 years, ever how long it took them. But we like to think hopefully it won't take us that long. Hopefully we can get things going on top again. But we beat a few good teams last year. Harlan County won their district and almost won their regional, and we went up there and beat them good. Casey County had a real good team last year. We went down there and beat Casey County. So I feel like the 11 games we won, they wasn't on the top of the world, but they wasn't on the bottom of the world. And we still beat some good teams that was there. Compared to 2 years ago when Bell County had a losing record, son, we've come a long ways. So we didn't inherit a team that was setting the world on fire. But now the kids, you can tell that their attitude's good. You can tell that the atmosphere, the expectations is back to high in the Bell County area again. And that's what keeps you going. That's what you want to see. You won't see people's expectation very high.
No, I completely agree. And we did have some teams last year that we just couldn't completely get over. But I tell you, mention two people in that district that you won't see no more in Casey and Corbin. You get a completely new district. There's going to be 6 of us. It's going to be us, Macquarie Central, Rockcastle County, Garrett County, Jackson County, and Estill County. 2 of those teams you've seen in your district last couple of years in Jackson County and Macquarie County. What do these other new teams bring to the district?
Well, we had one of the biggest rivals we've ever had since I've been here has been Rockcastle County, and I've already heard them on the WYMT TV talking about renewing this big rival. It really didn't hit my mind. I heard them on TV, so I know they're looking at this as the old rival of the old days. Maybe when you played, or I know we went a few years there where we was in a real big rival, so with Rockcastle. So they're looking forward to getting back in our district. We haven't really met Garrett County, but now Garrett County's a very solid football program. They're in our Coach Perry's been down there for 15 or 20 years. He was on that state championship coaching staff with Danville when they won several in a row. So I know they play hard-nosed football down there. So, that's 2 teams we added to our district. And then the Estill County, we met them out here last year, and I think we was ahead of them at halftime 6-0. So, and then now they've got a former one of our players that was in this dressing room here and played here at Bell County, and Jordan Markham down there is their coach, and Jeff Saylor's superintendent down there at Estill County. So they'll know about Bell County when they come in, and I guarantee they'll be waiting for Bell County. But we're excited about our new district, and I know there might be a couple so-so teams in it, but everybody's got those few teams that are so-so in their district. So right now, Rockcastle and Garrett will be very, very competitive. Don't let nobody tell you any different, son. I know how competitive those 2 teams will be.
Well, I totally agree. I can always remember playing Rockcastle when I was there in school, and even though we might have got the best of them, they always brought the best out of us. And I actually might have played Garrett County my freshman year in a bowl game, first game, maybe.
You did.
But no, that's a whole new district for us. I'm looking forward to it. I think everybody else is. They've also redone the playoff system, and we'll explain more of that as the years go on. There's a lot of detail to it. But anyways, moving forward, let's talk about some of the people that's going to help lead this team. I know you've got 5 of your main coaches back, same coaches that you had last year that's helping on your varsity, and Kevin Napier, Trey Harbin, Jordan Amos McQuarrie, and Jacob King. You've also added 3 new coaches in Braden McWilliams, Derek Charles, and Jared Boster. Do you want to talk a little bit about what they bring to the table?
Well, son, I've coached most of those kids, so they know what I'm doing. And Kevin's been around the business a long time, and I'm gonna really depend on Kevin keeping us organized and keeping us going. And him and Trey has been here for the whole time since they've been in high school. So both those young men is going to really be a big part of our program. Of course, Coach McQuarrie was the head coach here for 1 year, and he opened the door up for me to come back, and all he asked was, could he stay here and help me? And he's a big plus for me. He helps me at school here a lot in the weight room and what he does. But getting back to Kevin and Trey, those 2, he's got a lot of coaching experience. Worked under me a little bit, and then worked under Coach Mills and that staff for a while. And Kevin came from Knox Central, so So, excuse me. So, I'm really high on them. Of course, Coach Amos been with me for a while now. He was with me down at Pikeville when I coached up there at the college. He played with you, and he went with me to Taylor County and coached down there. He followed me, stayed right in with me coming up here to Bell County. So, Coach Jordan Amos really, he's knowing me better every day. He learns something different about me every day and how I go and what makes me click. But he's getting better at it. And then Jacob King, we moved him up to our D-line coach this year. Jacob played at you in high school. And he's doing my D-line. He's got a very strong discipline part about him, and he's just doing a real good job there. So they're basically my main varsity coach, and you didn't mention yourself. You've coming over and helped me quite a bit too, so we sure appreciate you with us too. But then we got 3 guys do our freshman game, our team, and Jarrett Bostard and Derek Charles, and along with Braden McWilliams, and they really helped me, my young kids. This business, everybody wants to work with the older boys that already know how to play. Nobody don't want to work with that young kid that needs the extra coaching. And I will say right now, these 3 guys are doing a great job of with my young program. Right now, we got about 17, 18 freshmen out. And I think last year, Coach Clark on his 8th grade team maybe had 7 or 8 8th graders. So you're talking about at least almost 10 kids that didn't play football last year. So you see what kind of training they need.
Right, no, and like you said, since I've been out here, I've seen nothing but great things from all your help and all your coaches. Especially those 3 freshman coaches, like you said. I mean, we turned them loose with a group that they're really trying to teach football to. But even like we talked about earlier, this whole facility looks great. All your signs look great, and I tell you, it takes a lot of people behind the scenes, and you've got really 4 great behind the scenes guys that do a lot for you. And Henry Rutherford, I mean, he goes above and beyond for this football program. He's here. He's the first one here and the last one gone.
Yeah, if Henry leaves, I think I'll leave, son. So Henry's very important. Parents ought to really appreciate Henry because he washes the clothes and put them back in their locker, and they don't have to take those stinking things home. So you're right about Henry. He's our backbone of our things, and he's got some pretty good help too.
I know Billy Green and Carlos Humfleet, all 3 of those guys are here every day, constantly picking up equipment, constantly putting it away, washing clothes like you said, making sure the water coolers are full. I mean, they do everything behind the scenes.
You can't say enough about Billy Green and Carlos, and both of them do a great job to helping Henry. But I'm very proud of having that supporting cast, son, and it's really helps your old dad here to run this thing.
Secret to the sauce, isn't it? All right, guys. When we come back from the break, we'll get in more to what you can look forward to this year, some of the schedule, and our upcoming opponent in Collins Titans. We'll get back to you after the break.
La Esperanza Mexican Restaurant in downtown Pineville. Authentic Mexican cuisine for you, your family, and your friends. Come on in and join the crowd for some great food, great prices, and a festive time. Whether it's dine-in or carry-out, La Esperanza has you covered. 1 or 100, they have plenty of room for you and your group. It's La Esperanza in downtown Pineville, supporting your Pineville Mountain Lions. To order, call 337-7118. Come see them.
Bienvenidos a La Esperanza, amigos.
The way Bill sees it, a car is not just for getting from point A to point B. For Bill, his car is a reflection of his personality, his style, his values. That's why he has Kentucky Farm Bureau take care of his insurance. Because we're not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau, we're Bill's pride and joy. Farm Bureau. My Farm Bureau. Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Call Danny Luttrell in Middlesboro at 606-248-7859. Long's Pick Pack of Pineville, your independently owned and hometown proud store. They've got great customer service and friendly faces to help you. There's a great selection of fruits, vegetables, and dairy kept in temperature-controlled cases to ensure freshness, and Long's has the freshest selection of beef, pork, and chicken. Be sure to check out Long's Deli and Bakery with specialty meats, cheeses, and cake decorating. Long's staff is always available to point out the great deals, and they make checking out a breeze. For great prices and great selection, come see Long's Pick Pack of Pineville. Sauced in downtown Pineville, a great place for delicious food made to your taste. Only the freshest ingredients are used for sauce pizzas, for sauce pasta, and for sauce salads. You let the friendly and courteous staff know what you want on your pizza. It goes on, it comes out hot, fresh, and tasty. No microwaves, no fryers, just fresh food crafted by you. Call them for an order today at 606-654-2321 or come by 107 South Pine Street in Pineville. It's food crafted your way. It's sauced.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Coach Dudley Hilton Show. As always, we want to thank our sponsors. None of this would be possible without them. So, as always, we'd like to give a special thank you to them. Coach, let's start on the 2019 season. It's here. It's on us. We got a big year coming. We got 9 seniors that's going to lead us this year. Those 9 are Jason Jones, London Stephanie, Lane Hoskins, Timmy Lawson, Josh Laws, Will Dean, Seth Lester, Tyler Nelson, and Caleb LaFevers. I've heard a lot of those names before, seen a lot of those players. What special group, what are you looking forward to?
Well, again, so when I came back here two years ago, a lot of our kids were playing, was their first year experience of playing varsity football. Now you don't have that. You can't sit here and make up excuses. Well, we don't have no experience. You named about 9. You named 9 seniors there. About 6 of them started ever since as freshmen or sophomores. So they at least got 2 or 3 years experience underneath their belts. So it's very important to have seniors that's been out there on the field when they was freshmen and sophomores, and they went through some hard time. Now they're going through some good times. So hopefully we can finish them out with a bang on their senior year, and just always made them be proud to be a Bell County Bobcat.
I think that's one thing they can say. Like I said, I've seen them all work hard. Like they've given good footprints for the future, and I think they show what hard work is to our younger kids that really need it. Along with those 9 seniors, you've got 12 juniors. I know you've got 19 sophomores and 19 freshmen. So we've got a lot of young kids that, like you said, we've got to teach to. We've got to bring them along.
Yeah. Well, again, that's what you want in numbers, and I don't know, son, if I've ever had any that we have 60 out there in a picture, and that's about what we took this year. We've had, I'm sure, 55s and 56, but now we're holding pretty true about 59. We ain't had many kids quit us, so we're very pleased to have the numbers. Like I said, we got a good group to work with. They've come to practice. They've worked hard. We've run the hill, and we've done everything that you did and the ones before you, and I haven't changed a whole lot. So we run the physical fitness test. They all came here and they all done that, and we're just back like the old days, and we got the good kids here that's really working hard, and we got the numbers, so we're glad to have the numbers.
I'll tell you one thing I think you'd be proud of is attendance. I know that everybody's been here all the time. I mean, it just...
Well, again, that goes back to the parents. You got to have the helps to make these kids get here, and not have kids with excuses. And we don't have many. We got 4 or 5. We might had a little trouble getting them over the hump, but we got them over the hump. And then the ones just can't take it, they'll back their bags and go home and stay home. So we're very proud that the parents made the kids get up here. It's been a hot time, probably one of the hottest years I remember in coaching. But we've stuck it out. We've hung in there, and we've done everything everybody else done. So we paid the price, and we're kind of ready to get after it.
Well, let's talk some offense. Are we expecting your same power. You know, I think when people think Bell County football and Dudley Hilton, they think power football. Is that what we're seeing?
Well, we've loosened up a little bit. I'll tell you, I don't know what you call this wall game we're playing, but it starts with our quarterback and London Stephanie. He just he brought a new whole respect to the game of football. Let us have an opportunity to compete with the teams that are going to state championship. And we competed with one last week in Johnson Central, who's unreal football program, been in the state finals. Ain't nobody, I don't know if this school's ever played any one team that as strong as they were, and went up and held their own with them. But it took us to be a little bit wide open. And I'm just. It starts with him, and he's done a good job leading us. And the press with you is really behind him, but I think he really supports his football team and really gets our running backs playing harder and our linemen. And you got to have linemen. I think a few weeks ago we even took them all out to eat or took them swimming. But we're talking about linemen like Josh Hilton, who's our center, been there couple of years, our guards and Timmy and Lawson and Caleb Lefevre's two outstanding guards, and backed up there a little bit with Tyler Nelson, and then your tackles out there is Chase Huff and Lane Hoskins. They don't come no better than those two. So I mean, it's good to have a good experienced offensive line up there. And we moved Cage Baker out to tight end, him and Trevor Kidd, and both of them are holding down the tight end. You talk about Jason Jones. I'm telling you, there's not a better split end in the country than Jason Jones. And we got Cameron Burnett's out there some. We got Jonathan Langford out there some, Brent Hoskins. But, that's a very important position for us when you kind of spread and doing the options, some things we're doing there. Our backfield, it's a committee right now. We've got a bunch of sophomores that's biting at the bits that wants to get out there. We got we got a junior in Hunter Bailey who our backbone on our defense, but he's one of our better running backs, and we just can't go out there and beat him to death on offense because he's so important to us on defense. But we got to run him a little bit more. And then you got Brandon Baker, outstanding sophomore who just had a heck of a JV and a freshman season last year, along with Dawson Woolham. Very pleased with Dawson hitting up in there and got a little bit more speed this year, and he's growing, and that's what you need. So then you got Hayden Caleb, who we ain't seen run yet, but I've seen little films when he played some last year. Very capable, had a couple good runs against Johnson Central, and he shows right now he's very knocking at the door in the backfield. So you got him. Then you go to your fullbacks and Will Dean and Tyson Thomas, that both was there last year, and we're very excited about them. So we right now, it's not who's starting at Bell High. It's all about playing up here. I mean, we don't depend on one or two kids. We don't. We make sure we got somebody ready to take your place when you graduate, and if somebody decide to leave us, we got somebody to take your place, and that's what we're doing. We plan for the future, and our future looks bright with all those running backs. And right now, as long as we can just keep everybody going, and for parents just to come and support us and not worrying about if their son's going to get to carry the ball or not. That don't have nothing to do with old football. You just got one ball, and it's hard to share it out. And you got to trust the coach is going to do the right thing. He's going to give it to who he needs. And, I've protected kids in the past and make sure they get through a season without getting killed the first 2 or 3 games. And, that's the way I've coached all my life. So everybody's got to be patient with me and not what you think who ought to be carrying the ball, because that's what destroys good teams.
Well, and I think, like you said, everybody's excited to see what you're going to bring to the field offensively. But I think also, like you said, I think it starts up front for us this year. I think our backbone is our offensive line. We've got older boys there. They've got experience. And I tell you, they'll help bring all those sophomore running backs that you mentioned along. It'll give them some some positive, give them some confidence that they can run if our line will take them. We'll only go as far as our line. You've always said that, and that's always been a saying that's held true in all the football I've played. So
I didn't know where you got that from.
Well, yeah. Let's see. Well, all right then. Let's step on the other side of the ball. You bring a lot of experience back too there. I think your experience up front on your defensive linemen. I think your experience in your linebacking core. How do you see us on the defensive side of this ball?
Well, we finished the season last year in the regional championship game with 7 sophomores over there playing defense. I thought we played very well up to about the midway through the third quarter, and we just kind of the senioritis or the seniors that was on the other side of the field just kind of wore our kids out. But I thought we played with a lot of heart. We played with a lot of determination. If we can just bring that back this year and do that, right now we're going to start a junior linebacker in Hunter Bailey. He's got to be our backbone that leads us over there, along with Brandon Baker, those 2 linebackers. And you know yourself, the linebacker is a very important position that you got to have. We back them up with Josh Laws, our 2 defensive ends out there. We feel like we got a committee there the same way. We got Dawson Widener, we got Hayden Caleb and Jason Jones. We feel like there's 3, and who gets out there one game after the next, it don't make no difference as long as we're out there playing defense. Our secondary feels the same way. We got 3 good corners and Brent Hoskins, Jonathan Langford, and Dawson Woolham. 2 good safeties in Cameron Burnett and London. So we're very pleased in our secondary. We're in good shape. Then you spoke of the defensive line. I feel like our defensive line, Caleb LeFevers, and is an outstanding defensive lineman. Tyson Thomas, who plays with a lot of heart and really get after you. And then you got Cage Baker and also Trevor Kidd. Trevor's our big man up there that really can hold people up and plays good with his hand. Then you got Timmy Lawson, Seth Lester, who also did a good job. So we've got a committee over there that's doing well, and I'm excited about our defense. But our defense got to carry us early in the year.
And I can agree with that. And I think one thing we've been preaching all year is physicality, and I think we showed that last week against Johnson Central. We really wanted to test and see how physical we were, and I think we stepped up to the challenge. And I think we've got some teams that's going to cause us to be physical this year.
Yep, we need to get to it.
Well, let's step on up and let's go to the schedule this year. Of course, we start the season off with Martha Lane Collins. They're a 5A school and up near Louisville. I think I looked up yesterday, and they've got over 1,000 in their enrollment. So what are you looking for there Saturday at 6 o'clock from them?
Well, they won the state championship in 2013, son. They show they can win down there, and they struggled a little bit last year, but I hear them talk. They got a lot of seniors coming back. The coach's son is their quarterback, and the last time the coach had a son to play quarterback, they won a state championship. We've really prepared for this team. This team went to in scrimmage games this year. We scrimmaged Anderson County, who finished the season last year at 11-1. We scrimmaged Somerset, and these teams got everybody back. Somerset, Anderson County, and Johnson Central, on real 3 teams our kids went up against. So I hope I've prepared them well. I hope we're ready for this Collins team, and I feel like the old saying, the hay's in the barn, and we got to know when we need to throw it out. And so we've done our work. Like I said earlier in the show, we've run the hills. We've done everything that everybody's done, and we scrimmaged hard. We played hard, and it's kind of, this show's kind of relaxed me, and feel like right now, hey, I'm ready to go, and I think our players will be too.
I think they're ready to go. They were wearing their camp shirts around here the other day. They're bowl shirts. It's the Bob Allen Pigskin Classic. It's a pretty large bowl game. I think I can remember when it was definitely being played when I was around in high school, right. And I'm sure it's been played long before that. So I think they're excited to get down there in Central Kentucky on that stage. And
we've got a game at 6 o'clock Saturday night, And it's a great stadium down there at Danville, a lot of tradition down there, and we're bringing a very good tradition football team in a very good tradition area, and we're just going to let everybody in Central Kentucky know about our Bell County Bobcats, which they already know, but go down there and we're going to go down there and put on a show.
I'll give you one more chance. You got about 20 seconds. Do you want to say anything special to the fans this year? What we got going?
Well, just like I said, let's don't be hard on our kids. Let me coach. I'll make these decisions. Let's go enjoy our game and hope everybody gets safe there and safe come home. And let's all have a good season and pull together. And let's just go Bobcats.
I agree. You heard it. You heard it. We'll see you guys Saturday in Danville at 6 o'clock. We play Martha Lane Collins. And we'll see you all back here next week. Again, we'd like to say thank you to all our sponsors, and we'll see you next week on the Coach Dudley Hilton Show.
La Esperanza Mexican Restaurant in downtown Pineville. Authentic Mexican cuisine for you, your family, and your friends. Come on in and join the crowd for some great food, great prices, and a festive time. Whether it's dine-in or carry-out, La Esperanza has you covered. 1 or 100, they have plenty of room for you and your group. It's La Esperanza in downtown Pineville, supporting your Pineville Mountain Lions. To order, call 337-7118. Come see them.
Bienvenidos a La Esperanza, amigos.
The way Bill sees it, a car's not just for getting from point A to point B. For Bill, his car's a reflection of his personality, his style, his values. That's why he has Kentucky Farm Bureau take care of his insurance. Because we're not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. We're Bill's pride and joy Farm Bureau. My Farm Bureau. Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Call Danny Luttrell in Middlesboro at 606-248-7859. Long's Pick Pack of Pineville, your independently owned and hometown proud store. They've got great customer service and friendly faces to help you. There's a great selection of fruits, vegetables, and dairy kept in temperature-controlled cases to ensure freshness, and Long's has the freshest selection of beef, pork, and chicken. Be sure to check out Long's Deli and Bakery with specialty meats, cheeses, and cake decorating. Long's staff is always available to point out the great deals, and they make checking out a breeze. For great prices and great selection, come see Long's Pick Pack of Pineville. Sauced in downtown Pineville, a great place for delicious food made to your taste. Only the freshest ingredients are used for sauce pizzas, for sauce pasta, and for sauce salads. You let the friendly and courteous staff know what you want on your pizza. It goes on, it comes out hot, fresh, and tasty. No microwaves, no fryers, just fresh food crafted by you. Call in for an order today at 606-654-2321 or come by 107 South Pine Street in Pineville. It's food crafted your way. It's sauced.